Bangladesh has sent a formal request to India to extradite the ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She fled to Delhi in August after a student-led uprising ended her 15-year rule. Hasina faces charges of crimes against humanity as well as charges stemming from the deaths of hundreds of protesters during the uprising last summer.
Her images have become a symbol of disgrace. Bangladeshis hold her responsible for the violence earlier this year that killed hundreds and injured thousands. Student demonstrations against government job quotas were dealt with brutal force. Despite the crackdown, the student-led uprising eventually toppled her government. On August 5th, Hasina fled by helicopter to neighbouring India as thousands of protesters stormed the Prime Minister's palace in Dhaka. Now Bangladeshis want her back to face the numerous charges, including crimes against humanity during the uprising in July and August this year. Hasina denies the charges.
Sheikh Hasina should be brought back to the country and brought under trial, because as long as she remains abroad, she will continue to try to destabilize our country. If she's brought back and kept within our country's legal system, she won't be able to attempt such actions.
She must be brought back and put on trial. She killed so many people, caused the downfall of the country, sold Bangladesh out to India, and orchestrated many conspiracies. But we, the people, demand that she be brought back and tried, and justice be served for the killings.
Sheikh Hasina has been a long ally of India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Relations between India and the interim government of Bangladesh have been tense since Hasina's ouster. Some Hindu groups in India say since Hasina's ouster, minority Hindus in Bangladesh are being persecuted. Bangladesh denies these allegations and blamed these alleged accusations on a misinformation campaign emanating from India to discredit Bangladesh's new rulers.
Let's discuss this further with DW reporter Beenish Javed. Beenish, can you tell us more about these accusations against Sheikh Hasina?
So, Tommy, she faces many cases over the deaths of the protesters. Bangladesh's main court, International Criminal Tribunal, has already issued an arrest warrant against her. The court accuses Hasina of crimes against humanity and of the killings during uprising. We have to remind people that in this summer, during the uprising, hundreds of people were killed, many of them young people, and thousands of them were injured. Tommy, I myself was in Bangladesh this October and I met students who still have bullet wounds and are still hospitalized. So now there's a consensus, there appears to be a consensus in Bangladesh where people and the interim government leaders are demanding that India extradite Hasina. Hasina comes back and faces these cases. The government has also initiated a corruption investigation against her and her family. Hasina denies these charges and says that there should be an investigation, and also says that maybe some of the killings may not have been done by the security agencies.
How likely is it that she will be extradited?
Now, that's a very difficult or a tough situation for India, because Sheikh Hasina has been a long ally of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Under her leadership, both countries have enjoyed strong diplomatic, cultural, even security ties. Now, the interim leader, Muhammad Yunus, has expressed concern that Sheikh Hasina may be plotting to return to power from India, and her continued presence in India is increasing the tension between these two countries. Now, India has not said anything yet, but they have confirmed that Bangladesh has officially requested that she be extradited, but we don't know what will happen.
And how we've seen this new interim government led by Mohammed Yunus, as you mentioned, promising and proposing several reforms. How likely is this or how much will this affect a potential trial of Sheikh Hasina?
So the government says that they are making amendments. We have to remember that International Criminal Tribunal in the past has been criticized under Sheikh Hasina's rule for some of its judgment. But the government has pledged that they are making reforms such as commitment to transparency, allowing presence of international observers, broadcasting of the trial proceedings. But Human Rights Watch has said that the International Criminal Tribunal needs more amendments and that the government should try that before these trials start against Sheikh Hasina and her associates, the government should adopt a moratorium against death penalties and should take steps to abolish capital punishment.
Okay. DW's Beenish Javed, thank you.